Welcome back, my YouTube family. In today's video, we will be unboxing, installing, and doing a review of these fancy bathroom faucets. They're made by a company called PARLOS. I got them off Amazon, put the link right here. Yeah, the brushed gold, very solid, very durable, really nice faucets. A couple of gripes that I had about them. One of them worked itself out as days went by. But yeah, I'm gonna get right into the video, right into the unboxing. Stick around and I'll give you my final thoughts at the end of the video. Comes with your instructions. It's like a one-sheeter. Hoses marked for hot and cold. Now I've had problems with these type of hoses in the past, but we'll see. Hardware kit. Like we got an extra one of these. This is what you use to connect the faucet underneath. Like some additional screens, an Allen hot and cold buttons, I guess. Pad. Ooh. Pop up. The actual faucet. It's nice and heavy. So it's packaged real well. And that's what you get in the box. This is a 24-inch supply line. Your normal faucet, and then your 3/8 on the other side. It's pretty standard. Like I was saying before, I did have problems with this type of washers, filter type situation, and compared to a normal supply line, you can see the difference there in thickness. I don't know if that's because to restrict water flow, I'm not sure. But on this end, it's pretty much well the same. But on this end, you can see the difference. So this kind of like has that flare and a rubber washer built inside of it, where this one don't. So we'll hook it up with this hose, but if it does leak, then I'll switch it out to this hose. For this install, all you're gonna need is some channel locks and a 16 mil wrench. This plate has a ridge on it. This top ridge here goes upward. Now you don't need any plumber's putty, any silicone, any caulk, or anything like that for this. That goes on like that. These two go on the front and bottom, screw it on, tighten it up, install your hoses, and that's it. Just get those snug and go back up top to adjust. You just want to make sure that that rubber is properly seated, or that piece of plastic rather, is properly seated. It reveals in the back is nice, and you tighten it up pretty good. So it's not going anywhere. Next step is to install the hoses underneath. You really want to make sure that this screen, that rubber, is seated in there properly before you screw this on to your shutoff valve. That's pretty tight. I don't want to over tighten because I don't want to bust the line. I'm going to turn this on to make sure I don't have any leaks. think I saw a leak. Yep, it's dripping. See that? And see, that's what I mean about those hoses. Now I'm going to tighten them as much as I possibly can, but you shouldn't need that much pressure with these to tighten them up. Now I gave these all of the strength that I had. And I don't know if it's just the connectors are too fat. It doesn't have enough thread on that pipe to go all the way down. But that's as far as that can thread down. And it's leaking. And that's the same experience that I've had with these type of hoses in the past. So I'm going to take these off and install the other hoses that I got from Lowe's and show you the difference. And I'm going to tighten these the exact same way that I tighten the other ones. That's pretty tight. See, no leaks. So yeah, those hoses that it came with, they're just not reliable, not good hoses. So the pop-up stopper is pretty self-explanatory. This washer comes off, this goes in, this goes underneath, and then this screws on and it tightens up and it then tightens this down. No plumber putty is needed, no caulking, no silicone, no anything. So just make sure this top piece is seated right, and I'll go down and install this piece. Screw is on. Just keep hand tight in that till you can get it as tight as you can get it. Just get it tight, and that's all you need. And this little washer fell off. Let's put that back on. All right, and the rest of it, you're just going to install your plumbing, whatever your plumbing looks like, and make that connection to the P-trap. It has a little set screw in here, and I imagine that's so you can adjust this up and down to where if you need to have it tighter or looser when you go to put your stopper in here. Right now it fits pretty flush there, so I come from the factory set pretty good. Okay, let's give it a first run, and what we want to do is make sure that we don't turn it on full blast. Get that air out of the line. That oil, black oil. Okay, that's full on. Don't really have that much pressure. Now, previous sink, you could probably pretty much wear a pressure wash with that because the water came out so fast and hard. So it's not water pressure. Thinking it's just designed like this because it's a waterfall, but water shuts off pretty quick. With the hot water, you have this flow. Cold water, you have that flow. And then combined, you would think it would double that flow, but it seems like it comes on just the same, even with the hot and cold on. So that's full on. I guess that's the flow that you would get. I would have expected a little bit more flow. One thing that I do know is that our water takes a little while to heat up because it's so far away from the hot water tank. And so I would imagine that this is going to take even longer. Now I do have a recirculating pump on the hot water tank, and the end of that recirculating circuit is actually in this bathroom. I'll show you that here. So the hot water side on the left comes in and returns back to the cold water side. And this valve has a thermocoupler in it that opens and closes based upon the temperature of the water. And then I have the pump downstairs in the hot water tank on a smart switch that, you know, it's not running all the time, only when the room senses that there's a person in the room. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I had this running for a little while. We want to go down, make sure we not leaking at our drain. No leaks there. No leaks on our P-trap. So I would say that installation is complete. So final thoughts here. The faucets are great. They're nice faucets. The problem that I had with the low water flow worked itself out. After maybe like a couple of days, the water just, I guess it went through a purging process and now it comes out just fine. Did do some reviews on Amazon, and I guess there's a plastic restrictor in there. You can go in and take that out if you want more water flow. There's also this cleaning, purging process. I didn't do any of that. I installed it just the way it is, and after a couple of days, the water just started coming out fine. The hoses, you know, you looking at $6, $7 per hose, so add another, you know, $15 to the cost if these hoses don't work in your situation. The reason why we bought the faucets in the first place because they match the same faucet that went for the tub. But in our situation, this was too short. The spout was too short in order to work in our tub, and plus the fill rate was too slow. So ended up getting another tub faucet that's on the way. So, but we did have some $40 faucets in the cart that we were going to get at first. We're going to take this one back and keep these. So we obviously like the quality of these faucets. That's pretty much well lit. The installation would have been a breeze if it wasn't for the holes. Very easy to assemble. I think these will last a long time. They're very durable, very solid, and as you can see, they really add a lot of aesthetics and fanciness. I like that word, fanciness, to the room. Look, we're doing a lot in this bathroom, and I'll be uploading a lot of videos in reference to all of the things that we're doing in this small, what seemed to be small bathroom renovation, which turned out to be a lot of little things that take a lot of time. And so I broke those videos down, and I'll be uploading those as well. So make sure if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. Also, if you haven't hit the bell to be notified when I upload new videos, then do that. And again, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section, whatever you want to do. I really appreciate you all sticking around for this video. Until the next time, hey.